up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
And then when you open it inside, it had this thing around, like, I don't even remember where exactly it had it, to be honest with you. I think it was around the trigger or something. But it was like, I don't know, man. It had maybe here. It was wrapped around like that or something. I don't really remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, whatever this is, it had that. And this is the bag that it came with, or came in, so it was literally in a bag. When I opened it, it was in here, like so. And then, you know, so, like that, you know, I'm like, and we pulled it out. Oh my God, it's stuck here for life now. Let's just be patient and nice and slow, and it might come out. There we go. And so it came with this bag or whatever, and then it has, man, I don't know what any of this stuff is. Oh, I think this is for the wheel. Let me see. Yeah. All right, so it had that for the wheel. This firearm is completely safe and unloaded, by the way. Completely forgot to mention that, but there's no rounds in there. And I said I wasn't gonna show you the gun yet, but yeah, this little thing right here came with for the wheel. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a revolver pro. I just always wanted the 410 Judge when I was younger. I had a buddy of mine, Doug, that owned it, and we used to go out shooting all the time. And I mean, it was just fun. We used to shoot like watermelons and everything. But I'll get to that in a second. But activate your warranty immediately. Well, I guess you have to activate your lifetime warranty. I did not do that. And chemical exposure, I can't even pronounce that. And then read manual before use. So this was like actually like on the firearm there. Oh yeah, I forgot I did this. Every time that I get a new firearm, I always save the first rounds, like the first couple of rounds that I put through it. And so with this one, pretty sure I saved the whole wheel. And the reason why I do that is because I like to see and make sure that, yeah, it was a whole wheel, all 5. I always like to see and make sure, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. I'm gonna bring it as close as I can. Hopefully it focuses on it. But I like to always make sure that that firing pin is striking dead center of the shells. Oh, shit. So, but yeah, so like I always like to keep the first 5, like as soon as I'm done. Usually I have to hunt for them, but because this is a revolver, when you shoot the firearm, they stay in there, so that's pretty cool. So, just wanted to show you that. All right. And then it also comes with 2 keys. I already have one out because I use it. So there's 1 key and 2 keys. Now what these 2 keys do is that they allow you to lock the hammer in the rear. And so anybody that's familiar with revolvers and is watching this, they're gonna be like, oh yeah. But you know, if you're not familiar with revolvers, which I see a lot of our community only has, well, I don't know if they have revolvers hiding somewhere, but a lot of our community, you know, they rock the Glocks and the Shadow Systems and the SIGs and Walters and all that stuff. So But yeah, this little thing right here just goes in the rear, like so. And then you twist it, and then you can't pull the hammer back all the way. So it doesn't let you fire. And then when you twist it in, now you have full firing mechanism on there. All right, so without further ado, now that we got everything that goes in the box out of the way, let me get this all in here again. And close it. Oh, wait, the key. Close it. And this is gonna be a raw video. I'm not gonna really edit this video much. I just wanted to make this for you guys because I was sitting around not doing anything, so I was like, you know what, let me make a little YouTube video for them. I was talking to my boy, and we were talking about revolvers and stuff, and I was like, yo, you just motivated me to make a small little video on this 410Judge. So this is the firearm here. So this is the 410Judge by Taurus. It's called the Taurus 410Judge Public Defender Poly is what it's called. They make these in several colors. You could do like black on black, black on like real stainless steel. This one I don't remember exactly what like it's called, but I just wanted something. I have so many black on black weapons that I just wanted something with like a little bit of color, and so I just wanted this one here to, you know, to kind of just mix it up a little bit. But yeah, the 410Judge, the main reason why I really enjoy and like this firearm is because it comes chambered in 45 long Colt and 410 gauge shotgun shells. And so you could really diversify what you want to do with the firearm. But it's like a little pocket rocket. Actually, I nicknamed this gun Lil Clapper because every time I shoot it, it just claps back. So a lot of power in this. Obviously, you see, if I'm not mistaken, oh my God, please don't quote me on this, but I believe it's a 3-inch. I don't know, man. Maybe I shouldn't even say that, but I think it's a 3-inch wheel. I don't know. I heard it the other day and I completely forgot what it was, but it's a good size wheel. You know what I mean? Maybe a 2-inch. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, but it's a big wheel. It takes big old rounds, and then you have, you know, the bullet. It's only, you know, coming out of like this little part right here, and then maybe like a little bit of that because the shell or whatever, you know. And so when you shoot this thing, I mean, you're going all the way back. You heard me? You're going pop, 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 you know? Boom, boom. Like, and I'm strong. And even as strong as I could, if I even tried to like really keep it there, I'm still moving a little bit, you know? Because this is definitely a little clapper. But yeah, the main reason I like it is because it's chambered in 45 long Colt and 410 gauge. So you have a shotgun shell that you could put in here. You could also put the 410 or the 45 long Colt. And so, you know, I think that's pretty, I found that pretty cool. But here is the size comparison with a Glock 19. Again, empty. Let me just empty this one since it's just hanging around. Empty. All right, so all the firearms are empty. One more time. All right, so this is the size comparison as far as next to a Glock 19. Obviously, everybody pretty much in the gun world, I feel like, has a Glock 19. So this is the size comparison there. And that's what the barrel looks like there. And again here. And then if I put it like right next to it, I mean, you can see it's almost identical in size to the Glock 19, so it's really concealable. Like you can everyday carry this if you wanted to, you know. I just don't do it as often because I like to have that magazine capacity. But if you rock like, you know, some slugs in here or some like, you know, I don't know, you could still do some damage. But I just don't carry it every day like that. But that's what it looks like there. So it pretty much covers the Glock, you know? So like it's like basically pretty much like identical, same size. Let me go there. And then that's what it looks like on hand. So pretty cool. But I just wanted, that's why I had the Glock 19 here so that you could get a comparison on the size of it. As far as like, you know, next to something what it looks like or whatever. But yeah, just a really nice revolver, to be honest with you. I've wanted this for years, and I just never came around to, like, I don't know, I wanted so many other guns too, so like I went and sought those out first, but then it just came time to it, and I was like, you know what, let me go get the 410 Judge, and I just went and scooped it. But yeah, last thing I want to talk about the ammunition that it takes, right? So you could put different ammunition on here, 45 long Colt, 410 gauge. So I'm just going to show you kind of like a little bit of the ammo that I have right now for it. That way you guys can see. So let me open all these up real quick. So this is your traditional 410 long Colt. So this is from Hornady. And, oh yeah, the title's over here. So this one is 255 grain cowboy is what they call it. So 725 FPS, 100 yards, 50 yards. I don't even know why it says that, but yeah. So this 255 grain. This is a long Colt, 45 long Colt caliber round. And just to give you a comparison, I'm also gonna take a 9mm and kind of show you what it looks like next to it. So that's a 45 long Colt, and that's a 9mm. So if you thought this 9mm gave you a little bit of recoil on your firearm, just imagine what little clapper here can do. Pow, pow. So that's, you know, it's a big boy, you know. And these are just, I mean, they're flat on the tip. I don't even know if they would be considered full metal jacket. I don't think so. It just says 45 Colt, 255 grain cowboy from Hornady. These are the rounds that I first shot out of this firearm. When I first tested it out, I went through a whole box of these. So I went through 20 cartridges, 4 wheels, and just kind of tested it out and everything, and just to see how it would run or whatever. But so yeah, so you could put this in there, and I'll put it in here. Obviously, I'll take it right back out, so I'll keep my hand on here. But you know, 45 long Colt fits right in. And so yeah, I have that one. And then I also have, and one of my other boys, actually, my brother put me onto this other company called Telos. And if you haven't seen what these rounds could do, definitely look it up on YouTube, Telos rounds. And I mean, once this bullet makes contact, I hope you guys can see that, like how like clear it is. But once this bullet makes contact, I mean, it literally like just spreads, like it just like in like 9 different directions, if I'm not mistaken. And it has like a little, it's so like it spreads in like, I think 8 different directions, and then it has like a little ball at the end that gives you the nine effect. It's not even a ball, it's like a flat disc. I mean, it just comes at you. So I can only imagine trying to find this after it enters your system. Now these are a lot weaker though, because, and you know what's crazy is that I knew right away when these came in. I ordered them online, I forgot where. Like I said, my brother put me on, sent me a link, but I don't remember where I got them. But see, these rounds, 255 grains, this is heavy, you know? And when these came in, it felt a lot lighter. And so I was like on the box trying to look and see and find how many grains it had, and it actually had it on the inside. So these Tele rounds, hollow points come with 160 grain, and it says AVG. I don't know if that means on average, but and then it says 975 FPS, where this one said 725 FPS. So, and that's feet per second, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't even know. I don't know if more grain is slower. Maybe the slug's heavier, and that's why. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but I'm sharing anyways. So yeah, so I got these hollow points here that you could put in here, and they fit just as well. So these are like the 45 long Colt rounds that we have. And then one of my favorite rounds that I have on this firearm, that I typically carry on it, is again Hornady 410 triple defense. Okay, so it has 2 half-inch slugs in here. Okay. And then it also has a 41 caliber FTX slug. No, I'm sorry. The 2.5 inch is the size of the whole thing, the whole bullet, right? And then it has a 41 caliber FTX slug, and I'll show you the picture here in a second. So it has a slug in the tip, 41 caliber FTX slug, and then it has two 35 caliber balls right behind it. Round balls. It literally says it on here. It's crazy. And then you get 300 feet, and then it says pounds. I don't even know what that means. And then it also says 750 FPS. So you guys are probably like, man, just roast me in the comments. I'll take it. I just literally was on the couch doing nothing. I said, you know what? Let me just pull the Taurus out and just talk about it. You know, it is gun talk. You know, so we talking about guns. Chill. But that's funny. All right, so that's it there. The box, so that you know. But literally, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that picture, but so this on here, right? And then I don't know. I just think it's fire that there's 3 big old bullets in here. So whenever you have this in the wheel, if you're talking 5, then you really have 15 bullets. Even though, you know, so like every bullet shoots 3. Because you have the 41 caliber slug, and then you have 2 35 round caliber balls behind it. So when you shoot these, I mean, you get groupings of 3 in one shot. So I don't know. I mean, this is just absolutely fire. And so like, and I'll get to this in the end, but like just the fact that you could put like all of these in one wheel in the like separately. Like when I first got this firearm, now I just put all of these in here just because you get the most out of this. You know, it's a spread one because it's a shotgun shell. But you get a 41 caliber, you get 2 35 caliber, so like it's like the most, and it's a Hornady critical defense round. So like I know this is gonna put somebody down. Like if somebody, you know, crosses the line and I'm in fear for my safety, and I shoot this at somebody, like I'm gonna kind of get a nice little grouping that's gonna hurt somebody and put them down. Because when I first purchased this firearm, the guy at the shop, at the local gun store where I got it from, was like, oh, you don't wanna, you know, just make sure if you carry that, you don't wanna put any pellet rounds in there. It's not gonna do anything to your opponent. And he was explaining to me that like whenever like, you know, you're shooting somebody, if they have a weapon too and they're shooting at you, and they're in this position shooting at you as well, let's say you're carrying pellets in your firearm, when you shoot those pellets are more than likely not really going to penetrate anything in their body, because they have to go through the hands, the arms, you know, everything that's, you know, pointing at you. And more than likely, you know, maybe you'll get some, you know, couple bites in the face and stuff like that, but they don't really go deep. And I don't know if this is like psycho of me or what, but I've actually like looked up videos on YouTube too of what kind of damage on like a human body the pellets do, just to make sure that, you know, if I'm going to use pellets in my firearm, that I can see like, okay, well, you know, maybe I do want to keep one round just the pellets to give kind of like a warning shot, you know, like, hey, pop, back up, you know, tickles them a little bit, doesn't create great bodily, you know, harm, but at least it lets them know like, yo, you better back up, son. And then, you know, they see the blood a little bit or whatever. Because when I looked up that video and I saw the bullets look like the pellets look like they just stay on the surface. Like it doesn't look like they really go deep. But I mean, you got like 30 different pellets, so like it kind of like let you know, you feel it too. Like it's powerful. So, and I mean, I didn't see somebody get shot in the moment. I just kind of saw like videos of like the aftermath, people at the hospital, like, you know, what the wounds look like getting shot by, you know, a buckshot or whatever. So, but yeah, so I think it's pretty cool how you can carry like different rounds in the wheel, and so like you can be, you know, you can, and I'll get to that at the end here, but let me just keep going through the rounds. So, all right, so the next round that I have here is, now this one is, I thought it was pretty cool because it was green. I don't even know what the green stuff is right here, but I just thought it was pretty cool. And then you have like a bunch of pellets. Now this isn't your traditional like buckshot that has like 30 pellets in there. This actually is, I'll tell you right now, this is from American Tactical. 410 bore, 13 ounce, 2.5 in length, 1,400 FPS. So you know these are moving, which means because the weight is so, you know, little on these, they fly. But it's triple B buckshot, 12 pellets. So you get 12 pellets in this round. And so this is what I like to call like a nice little warning shot. You know, you got 12 pellets. You're probably, if you shot somebody with this one time, you're not gonna kill them. You know, you're probably definitely not gonna, you know, cause, you know, death from this round. But it is a nice warning shot to have, maybe as the first shot that you have in your revolver, to kind of let them know, hey, back up, you know. And then so I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool there as well. All right, so we got that, and then obviously the big boy stuff, you heard me. This one here, this is just your traditional and I don't have the box for this one, but I'll try to read it from here. It says it says a ½ ounce, 2.5, 65 millimeter, and then that's all it says. But this is definitely a buckshot. Like this has, I think from what I read on the box before I threw it out, I think it's like 30 BBs in here, like just tiny little pellets. So just your traditional, you know, little BBs in there or whatever. So this one I wouldn't carry on here at all, not for self-defense. Like this is more like, you know, that's why I have it on this. You go to the range, bam, 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 you go through 5, and then you reload it, bam, bam, bam. This is just more for like sport, fun, you know, go out to the range, you know, spend some shells or whatever, clay shooting, etc. But, you know, then again, it also, you know, fits in here nicely. And so that's that one. Take this off actually. I don't want it on. And like I said, so like the biggest thing is, and I'm gonna show you now, is how you can set up your wheel depending on what rounds you got. So let's say, okay, for my first shot, I wanna make sure I give them that warning shot, right? So you got the pellets, okay? Now, if they keep coming at me after the warning shot, I wanna make sure that I have something that can cover the spread, right? So you get your 3, you know, you got your 145 caliber plus your 230 caliber balls in here, and then you could put that on the second position, right? And then you're like, oh, you know, I want to make sure that I have something, you know, hollow that can, if they're still coming for whatever reason, maybe I want to put a Telos hollow point in there so that it hits it. I mean, it's going to go everywhere in their body. At this point, we're getting serious, right? And then if I want to maybe hit them again with another pellet situation to kind of let them know, hey, chill out, you know, or whatever, I could put that in there. And then if you want to go for the traditional like 255 grain cowboy kill, you heard me, you can put that sucker on the last position and then just line it up, and then you know kind of, you know, which one's in the lead or whatever. So when you pull that hammer back and click, I mean, you're pretty much, you know, good to go. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to make this video and kind of show you guys what's up. That way you know the 410 Judge is not a very talked about firearm, it's a revolver. Being in this industry for as long as I've been, I mean, I'm 32 now. I've had firearms since I was 18. I bought my first Stag Arms assault rifle. At 21, I bought my first Glock. So, you know, I've been around for a while in the gun industry, and like not a lot of people like know what's going on with these, you know. So I just wanted to make a video and share mine and why I bought it and why I like it so much. It's just fun, you know. It's fun to have. It's a great weapon for home defense, you know, bedside, whatever. You know, obviously the not having a safety part is kind of, you know, you definitely don't want to have this gun around kids, you know, unless you have your key and you've locked it, and now you know the hammer's not going to go back at all, and then you got the key put away safely, then, you know. But in a home defense situation, are you really going to be able to run for a key and unlock it to then, you know, defend yourself? Probably no. Okay. So yeah, this is just something kind of nice to, you know, I don't know, you know, keep it somewhere nice for home defense, you know, bathroom, kitchen, somewhere away from children. And then that way, you know, somebody comes in and you got some powerful rounds that you could put in here that are lethal, or some warning shots to let them know, yo, pop, pop, hey, back up, you know. But yeah, and then this is a nice grip that they have here. I mean, it's very rubbery, which is pretty cool. So it holds on the hand pretty well there. Even though it's not big at all, like when you put your hand in here, I mean, you're good, you know, you're set. It's not going anywhere. And then as far as the functions of it, obviously you have your hammer, which you can set back. And actually, I'm gonna talk about this because this is something that I didn't figure out until later, because I wasn't a revolver kind of guy until I got this. And I was actually very nervous to like handle the firearm because I didn't know, you know, everything, mechanics and stuff like that. So I actually went to my local gun dealer and they put me on. They gave me like a small little course, basically telling me like everything that it does, how to, you know, until I got comfortable with it. Just because, you know, with these things, you don't want to make a mistake. Like, God forbid, you know, you grab this and then you kind of let it go. And then it just, you know, fires around or whatever. So definitely didn't want to do that, you know. But as far as the functions, you know, you have your hammer, that goes to the rear, boom, and you shoot your shot. One thing that you know, I started realizing in videos of people shooting it or whatever, it's like people will actually, you know, go back with the hammer and then shoot, go back with the hammer and then shoot. And I'm like, why are they doing that if they can just, it's just so, you know, it's just gonna keep going or whatever. And the reason why is because when you cock back, your wheel has already turned. So you're gonna be a lot more accurate with your shot, because all you have to do now, you have this little tiny space. So check this out. So this is the trigger normally, right? when you cock back, it's gonna set that thing all the way back. So all you literally have to do at that point is just give it a little tappy. The wheel has already turned, the trigger has already gone to the wall, and so all you're doing is just accurately shooting at whatever you want, because all you gotta do is just give it like a little tap, right? To whereas if you were still on the outside of the wall and you wanna shoot without cocking it, you know, pulling the hammer back, your wheel has to turn all the way around, and it kind of, at that point, you know, you're kind of messing with like the integrity of the direction of where you're going. So, you know, I started realizing that, and I started utilizing the hammer a lot more, and obviously my groupings got a lot better on my target at the range, because I'm not moving the whole wheel every time I shoot, you know, like, like imagine that with this powerful firearm. And so you could just cock it back and then just give it a little tap. Cock it back, give it a little tap. And then the way you open the wheel, there's like a little lever right here. So all you do is just press that lever forward, and then the wheel comes out. And then also once you have like your rounds in here or whatever, if they don't come out easily, like most of the 45 long coals come out easy. Some of the shotgun shells like really stay in there. Like when you put a shotgun shell in there, it doesn't come out as easy as the 45 long coal. All you do is just press this little lever here, boom, and that just drops it. That just drops it down, and then the wheel moves. I was told never to slap the wheel into the firearm, because it could eventually over time mess up something on it, so I don't do it anymore. But you know, you got your wheel there. And then yeah, that's the Taurus 410 Judge Public Defender. They do make different variations of the 410 Judge too. They make a longer barrel one, so that's pretty cool as well, but I'm pretty sure that this is the shortest barrel that they have. And so I just wanted to share it with you, show it to you, and I don't know, you know, just chatting. So again, guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching and coming by the channel. I appreciate every single one of you that come by, whether it's 5 people, 1 person, 100, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. I always appreciate you guys coming by. If you like the content, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you have anything that you want to add or say or whatever, make sure you leave a comment on the section below. And if you like the content, make sure you subscribe. It'll really help my channel out. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for stopping in. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thank you.